Look at her.
Let me see.
When you started putting out pictures of yourself after your season
Oh my God.
as Tranos, with each of the girls that came out of trans for your season
They just started
on
popping
the
up.
glove.
Oh my God.
As well as the classic TikTok of thank you, another one.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm a people's people, so when I hear something that inspires me or I love it, I'm like, baby, I gotta hop on, I gotta do this, I love it. And it really is thanks to the Care Bears. That's why I really have such a heart bond with like my community, because it was one of my Care Bears that saw the trend. I think we had like one or two girls. By when Cornbread like announced and everything was official, like, oh, we got one trans girl, we got two trans girls, then we got three, then we got four, then we got five. And so like they started the thing early with the Stones, because like at this point, Kerri's just helping people be authentic left and right.
Yes.
And then when it started to really accumulate, they were like, oh, girl, we're filling this gauntlet up.
Exactly.
And I had to start sharing it at that point, because I was like, this is absolutely outrageous.
It was too good.
It
was such a funny thing.
fantastic.
It was totally fantastic.
Fantastic, honey. I was like, I couldn't have cooked this up in a cookbook if I tried to.
Really?
And I just love that they hopped on the trend of it. And another one, thank you too, was like that energy, you know, because the girls were coming out. It was like laying eggs, baby. Just one,
oh my
two,
God.
3, honey.
And they all hatched into fully formed
Women,
beauties, honey.
honey.
Yes.
Females. They all give feminine energy, and they all just, and I love that everyone's so unique in their transition.
Yeah.
Honestly, huge thank you to Gottmik, because Gottmik going in authentically being like, this is trans, officially I'm saying it.
Yeah.
I think that was so huge, and I give so many flowers to him. Kate is amazing.
Definitely.
Let's look at a stone.
Look at her.
Let's look at a stone. Look at my little stone,
Stunning
honey.
Jasmine
And
Kennedy,
she looked
honey.
like a stone too.
She looks incredible. And I mean, let's talk about that on-camera coming out moment.
It was beautiful.
That must have, of course, been more than what we saw on
Yeah.
camera. Tell me about that moment and what led up to it and what you were feeling.
Well, there was a lot of, like when we were filming, if I recall correctly, there was a lot of circulation. You could feel that there was trans circulation. I mean, while we were filming, I already knew about Demoria, Cornbread. I already knew that, you know, she was on her journey, but there was a lot going on in her life, so she was in a different place while we were filming, but she was there. I already knew. So we had our own sister vibe. It was a beautiful, kind of like, I know your secret, you know my secret, I know you know what we know, girl. And then with Jasmine, you could just see it happening. Same with Bosco, you could just see it happening. The girls either were ready to transition before they got casted, or like thought about bringing some hormones with them low-key to set. And obviously that wasn't the choice at the time. But with Jasmine, and when she was going through it, I was just like, wow, like this is that trans moment happening in front of like your face. And you can't, I think people have searched for so many years to find that moment where someone just breaks and says, I can't be this way anymore. What I've been living is not authentic to what I am. What you see is not what you're really getting. And they go through it and they break and they really come to themselves, and you see it happen.
That was right in front of our eyes.
Right in front. And like her and I had like a small little, it was a long negotiation, but we talked a few days before, days or weeks there. So a few days before about, you know, how she was feeling, because she wanted to know a little bit more about where she was at. And so for her to just have owned it and shown the work, she didn't just own it on TV, but she lived it out authentically. She has kept true to her word and blossomed so gorgeously. I think that I always will have so much respect and be so proud of her.
And nobody can hump the floor like Miss Jasmine Kennedy.
Nobody. She gets floors pregnant, baby.
She sure does.
Okay, she is a mop that we need.
Yes.
Jesus is a mop.